Hello guys, welcome back to the top 10 technological Tekkit terrors. If you remember last episode, we covered the pump, which was a little bit lackluster and I apologise for that, and the dynamite. But this week we've got another few to run down, and number 8 is the TNT cart. And what's this? It's a house. Whose house? Oh right, it's the house of that guy you hate. He's a jerk, isn't he? Isn't he the guy who chops down the bottom of a tree and leaves the top just hanging around, so unclean? He's the guy that digs up your beach because he needs sand to make into glass. And what's this? Oh, there's a bunch of rails connecting his house. Well, this episode, we're going to be looking at the TNT cart. And the way the TNT cart works is it's introduced with the Railcraft mod, part of the Tekkit mod pack, and it's a cart that will travel across the rails, and once activated by a priming rail, will start its fuse and eventually explode for massive damage. Of course, you have to be very careful, because if you jostle that cart just a little bit too much, it will explode. Right, so how does this work? Well, right here we have a cart dispenser, a lever, and some redstone wire, and a boarding rail. We hit the lever, the cart comes out, hits the boarding rail, carries along here, hits the high-speed rail boosters along the high-speed rails. More high-speed rails, follows the track, up this elaborate left-right pattern, and then once we get to the top, there is the priming rail that will activate the fuse on the TNT cart, and it's set to 100 ticks. I believe it's 40 ticks per second, so this is about a 2.5 second fuse, and then it hits the launcher rail. And this launches with a force of 5. I'm not entirely sure what that force means, but the maximum force the launcher rail can launch is 30, and the lowest is obviously, well, what is the lowest? The lowest is 5. So that'll launch it right at the house of that guy you hate. So let's check it out. Yeah, take that, you jerk. Look at that scrub. He's got grass for a carpet. That'll serve him right for digging up my beach. But that's just one cart. What can you do when you've got 15 cart dispensers hooked up to boarding rails, booster rails, launcher rails, and priming rails? Well, I've configured all of these launcher rails to launch consecutively higher as you go through them, and the fuse rails also have a slightly longer fuse. So let's see. And once again, a little bit close to the action. And let's survey the carnage. So you see, with a bit of creativity and a few resources, because it takes quite a lot to build all this stuff, you can create something that's quite devastating. You can set up a pretty impressive defensive perimeter with these bombs on wheels. And who's this little guy? Well, at number 7, it's the mining turtle. Now, this thing is a real little gem and a lot of fun. It's included in the computercraft part of the module, computercraft part of the mod pack, and it's a programmable little robot that you can give a program and it will mine for you until there's nothing to mine. It's quite complex, but it's a lot of fun. And how destructive is one? Well, not very. But how destructive are 125. Now, this took us a long time to set up, and I've got to give a shout out to Maid, my expert assistant, who helps me out with some of the finer points of programming all of these droids. But we programmed 125 droids to go forwards in a straight line and dig their way through anything that came in their path, be it stone, mud, anything. People, they will dig through people, probably. I don't know. We didn't put someone in front to try it out, but maybe that's something for next time. So let's have a look. Let's flip the switch. Let's set these guys rolling on their path of destruction and devastation. Are you ready? Are you ready to witness what these guys can do to the landscape? Well, let's take a look. Jesus, look at the chaos. They're digging so much and lagging the server so badly that we're seeing holes in the world and they're leaving artifacts of themselves around. Oh my god. Look at all the debris. That's insane. Look at them go. Floating through the air. Nothing can stop this wave of technological terror. That's pretty destructive. Look at these guys. Nothing can stop them. My little army of robots carving their way through the world. These things are quite destructive because when they don't bug out, as some of these have, some of them manage to get stuck behind stuff because we just made 125 of them. And you can't do that without something breaking, right? But you can program these guys to just go until there is nothing left. They can go until the server's down. Basically, we programmed them to go 200 spaces before they stopped, and this is the stop point. Most of them got there, some didn't, but you could make these go on forever and ever and ever, and they would never stop. They would continue on and just lay waste to the entire world because there'd be nothing to stop them. And they are really impressive. The code behind them is very complex. You need to use, I think it's Lua. If you're familiar with that coding language, then programming these shouldn't be too hard at all. But they're very powerful. You can give them all sorts of instructions. You can tell them to dig down, dig up, dig left, dig right. There's some elaborate custom-made configs that let you turn them into landmines. You can have them dig down, become landmines. You can have them dig in circles. You can have them randomly roam. You can have them plant TNT, set off TNT. There's a bunch of things you can do. But yeah, the sky's the limit when you're playing with the mining turtles. But that's what 125 can do when you set them all off at the same time on the warpath in one direction. Carve through mountains and leave really buggy bits of debris behind. Oh my god, look at this stuff. It's shaking across the screen. That's crazy. That is crazy. Thanks a lot, Maid, for the help with the mining turtle. Okay, and number 6 is the mining laser. This technological terror, this weapon of mass destruction, is something added by the Industrial Craft mod. And what it does is it helps you mine by shooting lasers through the various ores and rocks that you'll find down in the depths of a Minecraft world. And anything you hit with the laser will break off and fall at your feet. So you can just run around and pick it up at your leisure. So let's have a look at the modes. This has 6 firing modes. Scatter shot, which lets off an impressive scatter, if I show you that now. Nice. Costs a lot of battery, but it's a powerful way of getting rid of lots of blocks in front of you. Then we've got explosive. Shoot this at a mountain like that, and you'll take out a sizable chunk. Mining mode. This is the general default mode. This lets you shoot out a laser that will take out a few blocks in front of you, but it won't go too far and it won't go too crazy. It doesn't use a lot of power either, so it's quite an efficient way of mining. Low focus. Now this is what you want if you haven't got much charge at all. You're going to be down there in the depths, and if you're out of juice and you need a way back home and you've got to shoot your way through the roof, often you might be able to get there with low focus. This takes out one block at a time with a right click, as you can see. And it's still much quicker than a diamond pickaxe. And long range, this lets you shoot a laser at long range. It will penetrate through any blocks that come in its path. So I'll show you that right now. See that? Look at that go. That's gone quite far. If I come up here and I'll show you this on the ground, where you can see how far it actually goes. See that? Quite a deep penetrating shot there for clearing out long tunnels. And the final mode It's horizontal. This only lets you fire if you're actually facing horizontally. Like if I shoot down, the laser aiming angle is too steep and it won't let me. But if I want to shoot directly sideways, it will, like that. And back to scatter, and that's all the modes that the mining laser has to offer. Now you're thinking, right, okay, you're just one guy, Sjin. You're just one guy with a gun. What could you really do? Can you make a difference in the Minecraft world? Well, perhaps I can't, but if I can rope a few friends into it, maybe I can. Now this is Spider Mountain. This has been a thorn in our side on our server for quite a while. Everybody who's crossed this, almost everybody, has been taken out, viciously mauled and chewed to death by spiders. Look at that duck. Well, it's time to put that to an end. It's time to take out this mountain once and for all. That duck is going to get so owned. And helping me demonstrate the power of these mining lasers is this ragtag bunch of rebels, this no good scum of the earth. That's right. Introduce yourselves. Who are you?
I am Duncan. I am here to shoot lasers.
Who are you?
I am Zoe. I shoot guns.
And you?
I'm a dinosaur.
He's dinosaur. Nilesy.
Hey everyone, this is Ravs here. My name's Ravs. YouTube.com/Ravs. No worries.
Hi, I'm Liam Deluxe, and I'm also youtube.com/NailsyRocks.
Excellent, excellent, good.
Say hello, mate.
I am the Iceman.
And who are you?
I am your worst nightmare.
Who let this guy in?
And Benji has lost his tongue. So without further ado, let's unleash hell on the mountain. Okay.
Let's have Atom Die, mountain!
Oh dear God, the lag. Did someone
Jesus.
die?
Fucking mountain!
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
What? I'm dead! I died!
Christ! Rip all of it.
What happened?
There was just like frames. I felt like that was the last moments of my life. With like flashbacks.
I think it was.
Wait, where the hell am I?
Jeez. Look at the chaos. That's...
I would say that was a total success.
Can I come back to my death chest, please? I had all my stuff there.
Let's blow up Rythian's chest.